Come on, nice, I can be watching from this thing.
Welcome to Seventh First TV. Today, Pastor gave a profound message on the kingdom, the gospel of the kingdom message. You know, this message is one message I anticipated personally, and I can imagine how every single person in this congregation today, how every single person felt listening to everything Pastor said. So I want to hear from you, Pastor Joshua. How was the message for you?
My goodness. I don't think I can really find the words to express how impacted I was by today's message, because Pastor spoke from the depths of the Spirit, and in fact, at some point, I couldn't even help but just pray in tongues, praying while he was teaching, because that message came with so much power. It came with so much precision, and I was greatly impacted.
Yes, and I know that that's the testimony of every single person.
Absolutely.
Here. Now, I would love to ask you, if you are to reiterate a few things that Pastor said in your own words, how this message relates to you personally, what would you say?
Well, as someone who really believes that there is still hope for Nigeria, there is still hope for our families, you know, that message really infused me with more strength, more passion, and it strengthened my conviction. You know, especially when he said, the first thing he said that really hit my spirit so hard was when Pastor said that the solution to all of man's problem is the kingdom.
That statement was striking.
Powerful.
Because we see a lot of things happening in the society, and we can just tell that if every single man can be redirected and have their focus on this thing called the kingdom, then we can anticipate a better, rejuvenated society.
It doesn't matter what your family looks like now.
Yes.
It doesn't matter what your marriage looks like now. It doesn't matter what your business or whatever your society looks like now.
Yes.
If you can make the choice, make that choice to, you know, do the kingdom, live by the principles of the kingdom.
Exactly.
That life that flows from you, it's only a matter of time. That life that flows from you will inevitably influence your environs, influence your family, influence your marriage. Even if your spouse is not really, if you are really doing what you're supposed to do by God's standards, it's in a matter of time you will see the difference. So that statement that was so true and so powerful. The solution to all of man's problem is the kingdom.
The kingdom life.
It's the kingdom life.
There's something that Pastor said, and if the few times he has said this in his teaching, it resounds. This statement resounds, and this is when he talks about the kingly ministry and the priestly ministry of the believer, and how that relates to making society better, reaching out to souls as much as we want to, infiltrating spheres as much as we want to. So how was that aspect of the message for you?
Okay, well, that's a very profound one. You know, Pastor has always taught us over time that the kingly ministry of a believer must be built on authentic priesthood. You know, in the message today, he said something about purity. And you know, what he was saying really is that your priesthood is as potent as your commitment to purity. You know, when Pastor said something, he said every time you compromise on the kingdom principles, you are simply forfeiting your kingship. So every time you choose sin over righteousness for any reason at all, you are reducing the potency of your priesthood, and therefore your kingly ministry cannot, come into its a full manifestation.
Okay, this is also to say that, if I'm getting you well, that priesthood cuts beyond praying alone.
Yes, like Pastor will
Commitment
say,
to church
exactly.
activities.
Yes,
It is
who is praying.
exactly.
The man who is praying is more powerful. It's more important than the prayer itself. It's not just about praying. It's about who is praying. So that's just amazing. That's just amazing. You know, every time Pastor teaches about prayer, it makes some emphasis. You know, we have a lot of people who are praying, but then beyond the prayer, what is your commitment to God like? What is your commitment to purity? What's your commitment to doing His will? You can't be praying outside God's will and expect the same result.
At all.
So that's what Pastor was saying. So he said, if you reject God's will, you have rejected your kingly ministry. So let's not get it twisted. We're not professionals in this kingdom. We are ministers of the gospel. And as ministers, we must serve the master in purity of heart. So that part of the message was, in fact, that was at the point where yes, it was powerful.
And so can we wrap it up by saying that living the kingdom life is living in the perfect will of God?
Exactly.
Because we have a lot of people, a lot of believers living below standard and living outside the realms of God. So we can say that living the kingdom life is living the Zoe life, is living in the perfect will of God.
Exactly. You know, over the years, Pastor has always had one emphasis, and that emphasis is the will of God. What exactly is God saying to you part time? That's what makes us stand out in a dark world.
Yes.
That's what makes us light in a dark world. Standing perfect and complete in all of God's will for us is what truly authenticates our Christianity in this kingdom.
Yes.
Yeah.
Today's message was empowering, profound, inspiring, powerful. If you did not catch up with this teaching at all while the message was going on, you have another opportunity to go back and watch. Go back and learn.
Please,
go back,
I
follow
beg you.
through.
I beg you.
You will be
back.
blessed.
Powerful.
You'll be blessed. Please do not allow this session go without you going through it again. Watch over and over and over. Engage the word, engage this truth until it becomes alive to you, until it becomes flesh. Thank you very much.
And as you watch it, please, let's see your comments. What do you have to say? What have to inspire you?
Share to friends.
If you have questions, also ask your questions in the comment section, and our pastor will do well to provide answers during the course of the week. God bless you.
Amen.